Hi. Oh, I'm not even, oh. I am redoing this because I didn't record my screen. I didn't screen record as I was reacting or sharing my comments about the dance practice. Like, I already had it recorded. I recorded it the same day I did part one, but I didn't screen record my screen. And I normally don't have to do that with my other videos because I usually just watch the video through without like pausing it or anything. Goodness, without pausing it or anything. And then I add like just clips of the video when I'm referring to like, oh, this color palette looks like this, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think about the fact that I would need to screen record my screen as I'm watching the dance practice, because I keep pausing, rewinding. And when it came to me editing this morning, trying to edit it, I couldn't sync it up properly. So I have to redo it, but okay. Hey y'all, this is a Let's Talk About It video, and this is part 2 of ATEEZ's work. We're gonna look at the dance practice today, re-look at the dance practice today. I said in my part 1, I like work. I didn't know that I was going to, but I ended up really liking it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, not my favorite comeback. But it's one that's still like ATEEZ is being ATEEZ, meaning top tier. Yeah, I had a couple comments about the dance practice, but before I get into that, I'm gonna talk about this is not a CrossFit of the day, obviously, because this is not a visual analysis like my other videos are, but this little outfit check, because this is a fashion related channel as well, because I'm blending fashion, styling, K-pop, and visual and aesthetic design into one. So we're gonna talk about this real quick. I, like I said in my last video, love grunge. It is I is grunge. It's like, ow. Like, I love that aesthetic. But I also like wearing a lot of colors. But I personally don't like that sharp contrast of like a bright color to black. Like, I feel like there needs to be something in between. And that's where my love of like the bohemian kind of aesthetic comes in, because there's a lot of earthy tones there, and I feel like that transition between a bright, intense, or even jewel tone type of color to black, like you get that earthiness in between. Plus I also like flowy type of situations. So the color scheme is like marigold and black, but I added some brown to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. So I'm wearing a marigold sundress. I'm gonna stand up after I finish talking, maybe, so you guys can see everything I got going on. Maybe? No, I'm gonna stand up now. So it's all the way to the floor, or almost all the way to the floor, but it's a marigold little cute little sundress from Fashion Nova. This is a really good color on me instead of yellow. Marigold is like a really, really good color. The grunge elements are obviously the fishnet, and my makeup, which I'm just digging. I'm experimenting with eyeshadows and things like that, and or eye looks, and I'm just loving what's going on. Like I said, I wanted to bring in like that. This transition to me is really harsh, and it's not a bad thing, but I just prefer something in the middle. So I wanted to add some of that earthy bohemian type of feel. So I have these wooden earrings, which are the perfect colors. Like, what? Like the yellow and the black, come on. And so yeah, it's wood, so it adds a bit of that brown in there. Yeah, then I have the some gold bangles, but this gold is like not really yellow gold. It's giving a bit bronzy, but it's probably giving bronzy because these are cheap and they're old. So, you know, I added this kind of bone colored bangle too to kind of get some of that brown in there. And then to bring in more of this brown and this wood, I have this bracelet. This was from my great grandmother. I adore this bracelet. It's absolutely just so cute. So it's black, it's brown, and it has these little wooden elephants on it. It's so cute. Like, this is, I love this piece. And then as you guys saw, I have this little somebody's animal print. I don't know what animal this is. Cheetah, leopard, one of the things. Tied around my waist to add a bit more of the brown, but then also the black. And because the dress is just one flat color, and since I have so much heavy black up here, it felt kind of like bare, if that makes sense. So decided to do that. And normally I am a shades girly because I like shades, but mostly because I have light sensitivity, and big lights like these types of lights, outside, like the sun, all of that type of stuff, like it gives me a migraine, starts getting headaches. I start getting headaches, get dizzy, kind of fatigued, all the things. So if I were going outside, or if I wasn't recording a video, if I was just even chilling somewhere inside, I would just wear these shades. This is also where some of the gold came in, because I brought the gold from here down. But I won't be able to see the video that well. And because I'm not using a ring light today, let me back up. I'm not using a ring light today. This big light is kind of heinous, not even gonna lie, but we'll be okay. Okay, let's get into what we're actually here for. But I'm going to talk about my fit real quick. To preface all of this, I am not, I couldn't breathe for a second, sorry. To preface all of this, I am not a professional dancer by any means. I wouldn't even really call myself a dancer. Like, I grew up dancing, starting really young, but I stopped dancing at the end of middle school, so like 8th grade. Or well, I finished out dancing 8th grade. I didn't dance 9th grade on. And when your body changes as you grow, you kind of got to keep moving, because the way you moved as a child and teen is different from as an adult. And now I kind of feel like clumsy and just kind of off. So I would not call myself a dancer, but I am reacting to this from the perspective of someone who is, I do have a background in dance, but also someone who is musically inclined. I played instruments growing up. I was a percussionist, so I really have a care, I guess, and an ear for beats and rhythms and counts and things like that. Also, like I said, I enjoy and I notice as a creative the cohesion between different visual elements, and not just visual elements, but just different elements that make up into a creative piece. And so from that perspective, I want to make comments on the dance practice. I'm not going to say anything like, I don't like this move. This type of dance move should have been used. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know no better. Not really. Like, if I do comment on a specific move, it will have to do with the cohesion and something like that. But y'all take my opinion with a grain of salt. But this is just my opinion. Also, I had recorded this before ATEEZ came out with their choreography talk video, but now I'm watching it a bit more informed, and it was just really fun to hear their perspectives and stuff on it. But okay, let's go ahead and get started. Y'all, I almost forgot to hit screen record again. Are you kidding me? Not commercial. Also, I'm gonna take these bangles off because I don't know what it sounds like in the mic, and I don't want all that dang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang happening as I'm talking. So, okay, I'm gonna get this set up, and then yeah, let me get this set up. I'm gonna try. I will screen record this time. I'm gonna get this set up, and let's get started. Okay. Enough space for the video. Check. About to hit screen record. Check. Okay. Y'all, here we go. Okay, screen recording. Okay. Let's go through this. Let's talk about it. $12 seconds in. saucy. They just saucy, bro. Like Hongjoong specifically, he just cool. Like he just cool. But all of them, like the sauce is there. Absolutely love that yes part, and I love the way that I love the way that Sunny does his head. Yes, like and how he's like really leaning back, like he is. I love it. Okay, let me keep going. Purr. Ah! Oh, I love it. Okay. This is one of the parts that I want to talk about. Um so when how do I even word this? Okay. This part to me. Okay, this part when Sungwa starts his verse, starts the verse. He doesn't come in on 1. He comes in at about 4 E and duh. So like better work. Gotta make that money make person. Gotta 1, 2, and a 3 and a 4 E and then he starts he starts like on the 4 E and instead of starting right on 1. Not a problem. I think that because the beat for this part, like the bass is really heavy. Do. Like there's like, you know, heavy bass. And when you have a song like this is, you know, this is a new style for them. Hip hop, this type of hip hop style is very new for them. But when you have a style like this, I feel like first off, 2s and 4s are really important, starting right in the 2 and right in the 4. Like, you know, that type of the downbeat is important, but even if you don't do stuff on 2 and 4, because it's not like you're limited to that, starting on the beat for certain moves has more impact, and starting on like ands have more impact. I feel like for this one, instead, when they do that little swaggy little move, instead of starting right when Sungwa starts his part, they should start on 1. I'm a slow it down a bit and see if I can explain this better. Let me see. Where y'all get to see me fumble? Oh my gosh, I get to see me fumble with the with controls. Okay, let's see. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 2, 4. So like I feel like slightly like making it slightly not behind, forward, like starting on the 1 of that, I feel like could get a bit more of that bounce and that flow. So this is what I meant about like the cohesion of it. I don't know if I specifically said what I meant. No. No. Yo, I don't know what I'm doing. This is ridiculous. I stopped screen recording. Okay. I'm clicking screen record again. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I am fumbling. Anyways. Get it together. What was I saying? Y'all, this is a mess. This is a mess, but I'm not editing this. I'm not gonna edit this out. Anyways, the cohesion of it all. I feel like the beats that they, not just them, but I feel like in K-pop, the beats that they dance on, K-pop dancing is entirely different than any of the dancing that I really knew of growing up, and even right before I got into K-pop. Like the beats that they dance on and choose and what they highlight is a lot different. I don't even know how to explain what they do and like what they accentuate, but it's not that they have to fully change their style, because this is ATEEZ dancing to their song, which is a hip hop song, but it's still theirs. But I feel like because the beat was the bass came in, like the bass came in, you know, loudly for that part. So I feel like to accentuate the change and to accentuate the music, because I feel like the timing, when you time certain moves to the song, to the beats, to the rhythm, you end up, there's a synergy that happens that you end up hearing more things musically in the music that you didn't before, and vice versa. You end up, while listening to the music, you end up seeing certain nuances of a choreography that you didn't notice, that you wouldn't have normally noticed, but because of the mashup, it's perfect. It's not like when I watch them do this, I'm like, fail. Like it's not that, but more so to when I listen to work before I watch the choreography, it's not like I had a choreography in my head, but like the vibe of the music, you know, because it has a bit of that like type of Latin-y feel mixed with, you know, hip hop. There's like a specific vibe that, you know, dancing has textures, just like music, just like your vocal tone, things have textures. So there's a certain texture that I was mentally picturing as a natural flow with everything else. So to me, this was kind of like, sure. Like it's a bit of a shame. Kind of like, it's like, I feel like it just could have been like, if it was tweaked a tad bit, the bass coming in would have just, that part would have just exploded more, I think. But okay, let's keep going. Oh, I love this part. I think Sunny's about to, am I screen recording still? Gosh, I don't even, this is going to be a monster to edit. Okay, anyways. I love when Sunny does this though, with the watch. No, we are on slow-mo still. I can't stand anything right now. And y'all are seeing every single fumbling finger. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Okay. Clearly I don't record like this. And clearly it's been a while since I recorded anything in general. I'm gonna go back a bit. There we go. Okay. Yes, spin. See? Like this. Like this. Like this. It changed. Dun, 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 dun. Like you get more of that Latin feel, and like the way they moved was more flowy. It accentuated the change. And the thing is, it's not like they have to dance in a, sorry, there's stuff happening outside. It's not like they have to dance in a way that literally matches the music the whole time. But I feel like when there's that transition of a beat or transition of a melody, that you should really highlight it with the dance and then go into your own natural rhythm or whatever it is that you want to do. Cause like this, like, I feel like that dun, 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 like that type of bounciness, bouncy. Anyways, that type of bounciness was really accentuated in a good way. Like you felt that the music changed a little bit because the way that they wrote the rhythm changed. But I love that part. I love this part, bro. This too, a timing thing. When they jump, I feel like they land on I don't know what count that is, and I don't know if I want to count again. But I feel like if they were to land, I don't know what it is originally, but I know if this part and landed, if they landed on 4, I feel like that would hit the again, we're changing into a beat again. So I feel like at the beginning of the beat changes, I feel like the rhythm, I feel like don't know if that accounts for much, but again, I'm speaking from the aesthetic, or maybe not the aesthetic, just the flow and feel of it as a music listener. But that part where it's like, I don't think it's possible for them to land on 4 if they did it 2 times. So maybe if they did it 3 times and jump. Let me see if I can go back normally. Here we go. Yes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this part. Okay. That's my opinion. Again, all of this is just my opinion, so y'all can take this with a grain of salt. But this is just things that when I watched it, I was like, oh, I wonder what it would look like if it tweaked it. Like, I wonder how the music and the or the between the song and the music would change. Would it be any better? Would it be any worse? Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. I love this part. Get it. Hongjoong's just saucy, bro. Oh, I saw that. The little body roll we are. That's cute. And your song be eaten too. Yes. I love it. Get it. Oh, I love that. 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 His vocal tone and like the elongated of beat, and he kind of this is what I mean, y'all. That just perfect. Perfect. Because I paid more attention to that part because of the way he danced, and then it's like, it just gets me excited. I love it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, yes, Jungho Center. I love this. I love the little circle they do. I didn't even notice that Hongjoong did something different in the center. I don't know, something like that until they talked about it. That's cute. Leon killed that. That was cute. Okay. This part two, you really heard that part here. I'm throwing the shades, bro. Love it. Okay. I have something to say. When I recorded this the first time, I mentioned that I knew Sunny choreographed parts of this, but I didn't know which parts, and I didn't know how much. And then, you know, I'm sitting here talking about all the things, you know, the part that he choreographed is one of the parts that I'd say we need to change. Oh, y'all should have seen my face when I was watching the choreography video, and he said, "Oh, this is the part. This part." I kind of talked the longest about that part in my previous video. And then I'm sitting here watching the choreography video, and he said, "Oh, I did this part." And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, love. But to me, my opinion, basically Sunny mentioned that he added this move to like show the group. How do I even word it? The, not the synergy, but the, you know, just everyone in unison, I guess, like everyone dancing in unison. Like, it's a very strong move, and like the angles have to be precise and correct when, you know, doing that type of thing. But so I get it. I love it. Yes. Love you. Yes. However, my opinion, I mentioned that I didn't like it, or not that I didn't like it. I feel like it didn't fit the texture of this part of the song, of the music. Because we're back in that kind of Latin-y, bouncy, like the beats, you know, it's like that. And this is so literally sharp and pointy and straight. When the beat, you know, is bouncing, it to me felt random. And it's not random, but it felt like, it's not a random move because it fits the feel of them, if that makes sense. But so looking at them, if I wasn't listening to the music and I was just like evaluating like the way that the dance is organized and does the dance make sense, like the feel of the dance itself, this is not random. It fits really well. But listening to the music, it felt like a sudden like, oh wait, because like, you know, I'm sitting here like, you know, just kind of flowing with the bounciness of it, and then it suddenly gets really stick straight, you know what I mean? So I was like, doing it once isn't even a problem. I feel like because it was twice, it was like basically everything's flowing, stiff, and then goes back to it. So to me, it was like, oh wait, it just kind of, I don't know if I could say it took me out of the way I was enjoying the music. It didn't take me out of enjoying the dance or even the song exactly, but the way I was flowing with the music, just going with the vibe of the music and the feel of the music, it was just kind of jarring a bit. And what I said in the last video was that if he didn't do it twice, or if the second time there was something more like you did it one way and then flowed a different way coming back, I feel like it wouldn't have been as jarring. But because you did something straight like that twice and then go back to flowy, it was like, that's kind of how I felt. Oh, I really wish I was recording my reaction to watching them talk about it. Because when he said, oh, this was the move I did, I was like, oh, kill me now. Not because it's bad, but because I felt embarrassed. Because the thing is, this was before I knew I was going to re-record this. So I watched it. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to edit this right? Like, how am I going to explain? How am I going to say sorry? But now I can verbally say it. Anyways, like I said, it's not a bad move. I like it a lot. It's just that with the, sorry, my shoulders, the flow of the beat, it just felt kind of jarring to me. I love this part because I think he did that part too. I do love that part. Love it. Love the ending. Someone looks so serious. I love that. Yes. Let me end this screen recording. Y'all. Okay. But yeah. So as a whole, I definitely like work. I love all of, I just, you know, love them. But I think that the choreography was organized well. I think as a whole, it's still a A. I feel like it's still a A, maybe A minus. Again, this is my opinion, because if y'all told me to do this, had me looking crazy, because I can't do it. But again, just observing it from my perspective. Let me say that I grade it as an A minus as far as the cohesion of the dance with the music. Let me say it like that. A minus A. Let me say it like that. Maybe not A minus A. But yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Originally this was one long video. So I had given my closing thoughts on work as a whole. So I don't know if I'm going to do that here, because I feel like I summarized how I felt about the concept, the theme, the music video, all the things in the last video. So just to, I feel like we can just end it here. I like it. Y'all heard my thoughts. I love listening to work. I do. Like, I feel like, I don't even know how to explain it. It is, I like this album. I just think I like that type of Latin type of, yeah, because Arriba's my jam. Y'all can't tell me nothing about Arriba when it come on. I think I just like that type of music. But I also do like intense band rock music, which is why Gorilla is my baby. Love Gorilla. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm just kind of dragging on at this point. I don't know if there's anything else I want to add. Yeah, I'm still kind of like drawing on because I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, but I don't think so. I like it. Love y'all. Yeah. All right, y'all. I think that's it. We did it. Y'all gonna see me flounder and fumble, but I'm not editing it because I can't. Like, I don't have the mental capacity. I don't like editing. But I do like doing these videos. So these Let's Talk About It videos are gonna be my break. So okay, I think that's all, y'all, because I'm just sitting here rambling on. So yes, okay, love y'all, bye.